Dr. Abiy Ahmed applauded Bale heroes and heroines on the 77th Ethiopian Patriots Day. And from abroad, United States Navy restructured second fleet in Atlantic to counter Russia. Thanks for joining OBN. I'm Addis Ababa. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed applauded Bale heroes and heroines on the 77th Ethiopian Patriots Day. Tens of thousands of Robe town and the surrounding attended Dr. Abiy's historic speech at Madawalabu Stadium. Mukhtar Haji presents.
Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed has made a historical speech to the Bale Zone people at the Robe Town's Madawalabu Stadium. In his speech, the Premier has praised the different patriots that emerged from Bale, such as General Waqo Gutu and his struggling fellows.
General Waqo Gutu, Colonel Ali Yichre, Haji Adam Sado, Colonel Hussein Bune.
Different patriots such as General Waqo Gutu, Colonel Ali Chiri, Haji Adam Sado, Colonel Hussein Bune, and many others sacrificed their life to avoid slavery of their people.
Dr. Abiy said patriots have to be praised always. He added the main thing is not only praising them, but learning a lot from their footprints is very important to create many other patriots.
The history of patriots need to be praised always, but while recognizing and acknowledging their history, we have to learn a lot from their contribution to their people to create future patriots ahead. Listening to each other and keeping secret like Haji Adam Sado, consulting each other and obeying messages from the leaders would transform our struggle to the new chapter. By doing so, we can achieve our struggle and inherit freedom, equality, fraternity, and prosperity to the next generations.
Dr. Abiy expects that Bale is a home of love, prosperity, and generous people. He said Bale is the most spectacular and breathtaking lands in Oromia while holding historical sites such as Dres Sheikh Hussein, Sof Umar Cave, Bale Mountain National Park, and Oda Roba, which is Hall of Abagada.
Arjomin Jalal.
We are the people with Geda system, and we have been governing by the Geda system. Generosity, love, and modernizing each other and living together have been transforming from generation to generation. Nowadays, the Geda system has got its recognition internationally, and it is the property of the world. The Geda system has recognized as the greatest philosophy of the Oromo people by the worldwide. The Oromo people should preserve our Geda system.
Premier stated that the Oromo people has inherited how discussion is important to overcome problems from their ancestors who created the Geda system.
Different principles in our culture have taught us how discuss is critical to solve problems. No straight path is there for every success. There must be struggle. If we would create the winning and modern ideas, it is easy to overcome every challenges.
Meanwhile, the Oromia Regional State President Lamma Magarsa remarked that Oromia will never be a place of sorrow and violence, rather it will be a region of prosperity and happiness. Olma Bain has more.
President of Oromia Regional State Lamma Magarsa says Oromia will be center of investment and honors.
Oromian lafa itti godanan male irra godanan intatu.
Oromia will not be a place where people immigrate. Rather, it will be a place where people come for protection. Oromia will never be where people being hurt. Rather, it will be where citizens do various investments and become rich.
The president also appreciated Bale people for their commitment in political and socio-economic activities of the country.
Bale madda aada fi Duudha boonsaa saba Oromooti.
Bali is a center of Oromo people, culture and tradition. It is also source of our heroes and heroines, not only human beings but also rivers, Bali mountains, Bali lowlands and highlands. Witness that Bali is where heroes and heroines sacrificed for freedom.
The president underscores that Bali people have been teaching generations how to fight for freedom and justice. He underscores that the people of the region have been standing by the side of the government in all directions so as to sustain the progress of the region.
Uummanni keenya yoo roorroon itti hammaatuu fi rakkoon bulchiinsa gaarii isaan rakkisu.
Our people have been struggling with us, irrespective of various challenges that they have been facing. They have been correcting, advising, and strengthening us not to regret back.
President Lama added that the future is bright for all citizens of the country than any other time. He also said the government is ready to work day and night for further achievements.
Fuuldurri keenya ifaadha. Yeroon itti aanu
the future time is when we have to develop irrigation projects on our rivers and modernizing our farms. It is also a time when we have to cultivate our deserts to register holistic development.
The president noted that the regional government has been striving to minimize joblessness in the region, especially after the deep renewal.
Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed and the Oromia Regional State President Lamma Magarsa have held discussion in Robe Town with public representatives of Bale Zone. On the discussion, some participants have raised various questions. The problem of infrastructure, good governance, border dispute were among the questions raised by the participants. President Lamma Magarsa on the discussion said that enormous victories were registered by the struggle of Oromo people. He promised to properly respond to the public questions gradually. Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed for his part underscored that people's contribution is immense to combat problem of rent seeking. Thomas Gemulat reported. The news comes to you from OBN, the Voice of the People. Let's proceed to foreign news. The United States Navy has said it will re-establish its second fleet as Russia becomes more assertive. Chief of Naval Operation Adam John Richardson said the fleet disbanded in 2011 would oversee forces on the United States East Coast and North Atlantic. He said the National Defense Strategy published earlier this year made it clear that the era of great power competition had returned. The strategy makes countering Russia and China a priority. The fleet, which was disbanded for cost-saving and structural reasons, will be based in its previous home of Virginia. Our national defense strategy makes clear that we are back in an era of great power competition as the security environment continues to grow more challenging and complex, Adam Richardson said in an announcement on board the United States George W. Bush at Norfolk. That's why today we are standing up second fleet to address these changes, particularly in the North Atlantic, BBC reported. That brings us to the end for this edition. Thank you for watching and have a nice time with the remaining OBN Voice of the People's programs.